So 2024, my junior season, we had a lot of new talent that year, like Ava came. Sam started as quarterback.
We worked really hard together as a team and we tried our best. We worked really hard at practices.
We were close to making playoffs.
Coming short one game, it was disappointing, but it was also motivating coming into the next season because we knew that we wanted to at least make it to the playoffs. We didn't want to fall short again.
Coming into the first week of practice, we were all ready for the season. I was so excited that flag football was starting again.
Announcing that there was going to be cuts, everyone was a little more scared and tense.
Even seniors that I was friends with were nervous that they were going to get cut.
That pushed the girls to work harder and take things more serious. I think flag football is sometimes not taken as such a serious sport. But putting cuts on the line, everyone turned on their A game and definitely got it together.
It really showed who wants to be there and who's gonna push themselves to make the team. It showed their dedication.
Everyone showed up, everyone was working hard, everyone was giving 100%.
I had a lot of hope during tryouts. I saw the talent that we had, and I saw the new talent that was coming. It wasn't just the girls from last year. There were many new girls that could impact us and could make a difference in our team.
After this, we're done with high school. We have nothing else to look forward to, so everyone really wanted this season to be the best season we could possibly make.
We struggled with our offense a lot, and we knew that early on in the season. Our throwing game wasn't there.
So my junior year, I played quarterback. I definitely think that it was a change because I never played quarterback before. I just wish going into it, I had a little more experience because I think that I would have played better.
I did have confidence in her because I know Sam takes flag football very seriously.
Obviously, quarterback's a very crucial role on our team, and she put her all into it.
After the Massapequa game, Moody talked to me after I threw an interception. We were only down 6-12, and then I made a mistake, and then it was 6-18. He just talked to me about what happened, and I thought that game, it was a winnable game, and I definitely think that I was a part of why we lost just because I made that mistake.
My junior season, I got very close with Sam. She became one of my best friends, and from knowing her, I know that she gets in her head and she puts all the pressure on her and thinks everything was her fault, so I did feel bad for her.
As soon as he called her over, I knew something was off, and I kind of understood that he was getting worried about where our offense was going and what he could do to change what we were doing. And I kind of had a feeling Moody had something in his pocket to change our season around because he wasn't gonna take loss after loss. He was ready to flip a switch.
He basically just talked to me about other ways I could help the team out if I didn't end up playing quarterback.
Seeing your coach change his opinion on where you should stand on the field is like a big dig, and it feels a little bit off-putting. And I thought that she would maybe like give up on herself.
It made me realize that I don't have to play quarterback. I don't have to be that position if it's too much, if it's too stressful. But it also made me realize like I could help the team in other aspects, and that's what led me to becoming a wide receiver, which I'm actually grateful for.
She played sophomore year, so I was very confident that she was gonna like get right back into it.
I still had my confidence from sophomore year, so I knew I could play it, and I knew that I could make plays happen if I go for the ball and just try my best.
She knew exactly what she was doing. She knew how to run everything. I think it also helped that she did play at quarterback because she knew like kind of where to go and like what to do.
She was our best receiver.
I'm also kind of tall, so I knew that I could jump and get the ball. Like whatever ball that was up in the air, it was my football.
It was very brave for Sam to step out of her position and put KK in that spot. I thought that KK deserved a shot after the Massapequa game.
She went in for a few plays and like did play really well.
I think after the Massapequa game, it honestly gave people confidence, so I was excited to see where that would go.
When we beat Jericho, it didn't matter like the skills or anything like that. This was our first win that we all came together as a team, and we all were very happy at the middle, the end, the beginning, every point in the game. We all just enjoyed being on the field, and it was just great to like build our confidence like that.
I was definitely worried about how our throws and catches would connect because obviously in the rain the balls get slippery. But I definitely had a lot of confidence in Ava running the ball.
She had over 200 rushing yards. Every single time she got the ball, she was able to make something out of basically nothing.
Every team that we play knows that we have a player as strong as Ava.
I think some girls feared me. I don't care, like I'll run through anyone like if they're in my way, and I think I'm pretty aggressive.
No matter how many times we've watched her, just like during a game, she's just unreal, and watching her just makes all of us just look at each other and be like, how does she do that?
The fact that there could be like 6 girls going at her and none of them could get her flag, Like, she turns and moves so quickly, and she's really fast. So I was surprised last year when I saw she was playing how good she was, and this year she got even better.
I take sports very seriously, so I was very scared that I wasn't going to perform as well as I did last season, and there was a lot of pressure on me, but I like the pressure, so I was ready.
Having a shutout was like a great confidence boost for the defense.
It's not easy to grab flags in the rain. I think we all stood our ground and played very well. We were all cold and wanted to go home and get into our beds, but I think we all just proved that we wanted it as much as, or more than anyone else.
That day, something about it, just I don't know, I wasn't feeling that good about that game going into it. Everyone was just worried about something else.
Our Calhoun fashion show, which is, I feel like everyone's mind wasn't on the game.
The bus showed up late, we had no warm-up time, nobody was locked in, nobody was ready to do what they had to do.
The first drive of the game, we all looked dead and we had no idea what was going on, and they just kept attacking at us.
We kind of just let the game get away from us. It was really upsetting, honestly.
What frustrated me most was, I think the score, we didn't show up to our ability that game.
The next day, we addressed the situation with the Syosset game and how we lost by a lot, and he just said that we have to come together as a team and have our mind on flag football, because when you're at that game, that's what all your mind should be on. You should be on winning. For Washington, that loss was definitely hard on the team.
It was the last parts of the game, and we got a safety, and I think my jaw just hit the floor. I was like, there's no way we're losing on a safety. We lost by 2 points.
Losing by a safety was actually the most horrible thing ever.
We played so well on defense, and then losing on an offensive play just sucked so bad.
We just couldn't push it in. Some of our throws, they weren't going to the people they needed to go to, and when we were close to the end zone, we made silly mistakes. We could have scored.
Knowing that if we had our core girls there, it would have been a different outcome. It was so frustrating.
I was one of them away, so I think they were probably frustrated that their teammates weren't there and they were other places.
No one likes missing sports games. I'm not the person who will miss a game for anything, but unfortunately I was away. I can't lie, I would be disappointed if our number one player or someone we desperately needed to win this game went away.
Once everyone was back, I think there was a sense of relief for everyone. We just had to kind of not restart, but have a fresh beginning, sort of.
None of us wanted a crappy year, so we all talked and we all realized this is our senior year, this is the last high school sport we'll ever play, we're not going out like this.
Knowing that we needed to win the next 5 games definitely changed everyone's mindset.
if we lost a game that we possibly couldn't make it into the playoffs, definitely made us push ourselves harder and work harder at practices and do whatever we could to make the plays happen.
We had the ability, we have the talent from each player.
We all played up to our standards.
At practices, at games, there was just like a happy, fun dynamic that like playing the sport that like we loved, like we were also winning.
It just showed that we could do this and that we did have the pieces to win. We knew if we won this game, we were gonna be in playoffs.
I remember everyone being a little bit nervous, even though we knew that we were a better team than them. I think knowing that this was the game that would like make or break it, everyone had just more pressure on their backs.
I think everyone was relieved, like the possibility of us not making playoffs for the second year in a row.
The must wins, like our work did pay off.
And made us all confident moving forward. We played Valley Stream before, and that was in the beginning of the season.
Losing 6-0 was really upsetting.
We were pretty even, like they were a beatable team for sure. I didn't think they were like crazy better than us or we were better than them.
Personally, I think I needed to play a lot better.
We definitely were playing good at practice. We got new bands, so I thought that our plays were really good.
We lock in and just really execute the drills that Moody and Malone were giving us.
I felt pressure to win just because we haven't won a playoff game since like the first season. Because I remember 2023 season, we fell short to East Rockaway, and it was 6-0, and it was in overtime, and it was pouring rain. So that was devastating.
I remember feeling after, like, I have so much more time.
Getting onto the bus for that game, I saw people were a little more nervous. People had their headphones on, listening to music to lock in.
Even during warm-ups when all the girls were talking, everyone had a pit in their stomach. We all just wanted to win that game, and we knew it wasn't going to be like an easy job to do.
Our defense always showed up for us. Our defense held it together basically all season. Knowing that we had our offense in their half for the majority of the second half, it worried me a little bit that we had been so close and still hadn't scored yet.
That's where the nerves kicked in overtime, knowing if they scored and we didn't, then we lost.
We had a lot of touchdowns this season based on running plays, and they had basically picked up what we were doing with Ava.
We all were just praying something would happen, praying that Ava would do one of her things where she would just score like a freak, crazy thing.
I kind of couldn't get anywhere. I was frustrated in myself on the offensive side of the ball because they were getting me every time. I just felt my flag getting pulled, and the more and more it happened, the more upset I was getting.
After the third overtime, I was like, guys, we worked this hard. We have to win. We have to make something happen.
And we went into overtime so many times. I was like, there has to be a play where one of us are gonna score. And I was getting a little uneasy about which team would it be.
Watching that made me so mad to see 3 of us all just miss the girls' flag, especially me being one of them, was very disappointing.
I thought that one of them got her flag, and then I looked back, and then the second girl didn't get her flag, and then the third girl didn't get her flag, and I was just like, there's no way that this just happened right now.
I don't even know what I was feeling. There were so many emotions in that moment, with it being my last time ever playing a high school sport, with losing in a multiple overtime game.
I think we fell short on our offense. It's very untraditional to win every single football game based on runs. I think we couldn't throw the ball, we couldn't make catches, and that's what happened.
Listen, not everything in life gets a storybook ending. The harsh reality of life sometimes is more often than not you're going to be disappointed. More often than not, only one team gets to be a champion at the end of the year. More often than not, right, you're on the losing side, and it's going to suck. It's going to eat you up. For the seniors, right, I understand the emotions because I've been in that position playing high school, playing college, right, but I don't have the ability to feel the way you feel at this moment. It will fade. That's not comforting to know, right, but lean on each other, support each other. Remember the positives we had here with the season.
It's still upsetting, but it was honestly a great season. I had a great time, and we put our all into it.
Chargers! Family!
I'll remember it by all my friends that I've made, all the accomplishments I've made, and just to think it was just a sport that I had no idea about to now is pretty crazy.
It was so different playing with girls I had never played sports with before. We had to put all our different abilities together, and it was definitely an amazing experience that I'll never forget. I mean, I learned so much. I made friends that I'll have forever.
I love flag football, I love the sport. It's really fun to play with like everyone. And I built a lot of connections from this team, so I feel like knowing that I won't have this next year, and even though I might play next year in college or I'm gonna try out, it probably won't be like the exact same because it's just like the people make the team.
I'll remember it as a time where it started off kind of as a joke. It wasn't very serious, but then I learned to like love the game, and I learned to take it more seriously. Every practice, every game, even when I did not want to be there, when it was freezing cold, like I just like loved the environment.
But all the girls and all the coaches.